Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. Guys, we are back. We are back. We are back. Guys, you walk in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Like always, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Vertical Live Tuesday. Hakeem, what's cracking like it? What's cracking like it? What is cracking like it?
Oh man, it's a fun time to be alive. You know what I mean? Back here again.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Hakeem. I kind of agree with you. It is a fun time to be alive and an excited time too, because today we got a lot of things to discuss. And unfortunately, Joanne will not be with us today. But not only that, but shout out to everybody who's watching us all across the board: Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Guys, make sure you follow. It's so very important for you guys to follow so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those watching us on Rumble and also X. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hakeem, we had like over 20 people waiting for us, big dog.
Oh man, that's a beautiful thing.
Thank you guys so much for waiting for us, man. And we make sure we will always try to be on time so you guys never miss what's going on when it comes to aspect of these trending news. Hakeem, you did it again. I'm about to say you 3-0 now. You did it on the Super Bowl, and now you did it in college basketball. Go ahead, Hakeem, show that headline. The Florida Gators wins the NCAA championship basketball with a dominated feat against Houston. Hakeem, go ahead and play that clip of Gators winning the national championship.
Leads it by 2.
Uzan gonna go.
Uzan, give it up. Cryer, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, sharp.
He walked. He can't touch it.
He can't. 1 second, and it's over.
There you have it, Hakeem. Man, Hakeem, you sure you're not a gambler? Because God, no, you are in the row. I should have picked your pick. But shout out to the game. Not only that, but we also had celebrities reaction that was actually at the game. We had Kodak Black that was there at the game because he's a huge Gator fan, and also Webby. So go ahead, Hakeem, play the reaction of Gator winning the national championship. Yep. Excited. They beat Houston Cougars with a dominating win. And they covered the spread too. So Hakeem, your thoughts on overall Gators being the national championship?
Brother.
You muted. Go ahead. Now you good. Go ahead.
Yeah. Brother, like I said, I seen it in the dream. You fell in love. I seen it in the dream. But not only that, they came to play. Shout out to the Florida Gators. We love y'all. Me and Ron, we're Florida boys. And, we was going to support. But let's be honest about it. The stats prove for itself. 3-4 players in there, went in there, averaging 20 points. Rebounds is crazy. And shout out to the Florida Gator fans. Y'all the reason that gave them the energy to go out there and play. Now, we just don't only dominate in football, but we dominate in basketball.
Not only that, when you come in the aspect of the fans, Hakeem, I want you to go ahead and play this clip of after Gators win, the fans went crazy over there in the street. I already highlighted so you can see it. It's right before Michael McConnell. Yeah, that one. Yep, you got it. Oh my God. Look, they're going crazy in the street. But shout out to the Gators, man. The Gators, shout out to you guys for this huge win. Go ahead and celebrate. But please be safe. Don't go on these street poles acting a fool, jumping on it and get yourself hurt. Just go, have fun, celebrate your team. This is a huge win for Florida. Hakeem called it. I called it too, but I think Florida was going to win this game because they had like 3 dominant players going in there and they shut down Houston. To me, Houston was not supposed to be in there. I was telling everybody, Duke, was supposed to be the
Duke.
national champion.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Duke didn't want it. No worry. Gators came and they showed out. And other sports news, Hakeem, Denver, this comes from NBA. Denver Nuggets has fired their head coach Michael McConnell. Hakeem, show that headline. So apparently people don't know what is the reason for them firing him. This is just actually breaking news today. Of course, this story is undeveloped. But go ahead, Hakeem. Shout out to Jordan. Go ahead, Hakeem. Show the clip Jordan sent us. So we go ahead and play it to let the fans know about him being fired.
Breaking news, and it's a stunner. The Nuggets have fired head coach Michael Malone, according to multiple reports. This comes not even 2 full seasons after he led the Nuggets to their first and only NBA championship, but they have lost 4 consecutive games. Jokic has been putting up some monster numbers in losses. Malone coached the Nuggets for nearly 10 full seasons, winning 59% of his games with 6 playoff appearances. Breaking news, and it's a stunner. The Nuggets have fired head coach Michael Malone.
The Nuggets fired Michael Malone. Does it make sense?
It does not make sense because I think he was just getting to the point where he was taking the team to another level.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't just get rid of the coach after he done create a rhythm and set a play going. But you know, these are investors. They have shareholders.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care about winning 59%. They want 89, 90%. They want to fill seats up. If the investors are not making
but I can't. The Denver game, the seats is always filled. Everybody love to see, and I know Russell's having his best season of his career right now in the Denver Nuggets. So I don't know what is the reason. I don't know if he got into an altercation with one of the GMs, and they said, "Okay, you're fired." But to me, he brought home a championship to the Denver Nuggets. So that's all like, what is the reason? And not that he also cultivate the Joker. He gave Joker that freedom and that wiggle room so he can play the way he is. And the Joker is having one of the best seasons in his whole career and might give him another MVP.
Yeah.
So over Shy. So that's what I'm saying. Like, what is the reason? Nobody knows. This is just breaking news. This is actually not breaking news. This is shocking to see. And normally I went for Why High the comment, because normally Why High will comment with like the exclusive, but it seemed like he probably shocked as well.
Basically. Oh, Why High right there. He said shame on Florida Gators for not letting the oldest coach win the championship. Hey, Why High,
it is.
Yeah. Wow, what you think about the Nuggets firing their head coach?
Let's see what Why High said. But like always, guys, this was like a shocker to me, shocker to Jordan. Anybody that loves sports, this is a big shocker. And I know the Denver Nuggets actually played tonight with no head coach. So they have their assistant right now coaching the Nuggets. And this is the last game before we head to playoff next week. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. Hakeem, moving on to money. Money make the world go round. Money what people are feeding right now for their wallet. So Hakeem, shout out to Mimi. Mimi was the one that sent me this clip. This one is actually really dope. So a man moved out of America to live in Thailand and refused to move back. My rent is $700. Water bill $2. Electric bill $23 a month. I'm financially free. Hakeem, it seems like a lot of people leaving America to go to other countries to live a better life. Play that clip.
Bro, why would I move back to America? My rent $700 a month, my water bill is $3 a month, and my electricity bill is $23 a month. I literally eat for $2. I literally use transportation. I don't have a car. Use transportation for $3, literally to go 30 minutes away somewhere, bro. Why would I move back to America? I don't have a car note. I don't have a high electricity bill. I don't have a high cell phone bill. My cell phone bill in Thailand is literally $10 a month. Bro, I'm financially free. I'm straight. Bro, Why would I miss free? I don't get depressed. I wake up every day. Oh my God, this is so beautiful. Like, I love my life in Thailand, bro, because I can finally, for once in my life, get a bang for my buck. For once in my life, I don't have to worry about, oh, I can't afford this, I can't afford this, or I gotta wait till this check, I gotta wait till that check. Like, finally, I'm happy, y'all. That's why I got this smiley face. Finally, why would I move back to America? It just won't make no sense. And what's so
So, Hakeem, your thoughts of the gentleman saying he's not moving back to America, but he's not the only one that's saying that. A lot of people are saying that too. Go ahead, your thoughts on that.
So, there's many guys who moved to the Philippines, who moved to Thailand, and Colombia. But one of the most popular destination people might not notice is Mexico. You have a lot of black women who move to Mexico. They live in there single. Mexico's a fairly safe place despite the little issues and Juarez and certain other places. But if you are able to make money online, you can live anywhere you want. It doesn't matter.
Remote.
Remote, you know what I'm saying? So what he's saying is a true statement. But for people like me, from a cultural level, I still want to go see some nigga shit. So, you know what I mean? To be in Thailand, like I still want to get involved in the dice game ever so often. You know what I mean?
You don't think they'll have no casino in Thailand? I never been. I've been to Colombia and I've been to Mexico, but I never been to Thailand. But
yeah.
But you hear guys, especially the passport, bro, they say they go to Thailand, not only for the women, they say it is a better way of living.
Yeah, it is a better way of living. It's very cost effective, but let's be honest, like, I love the idea. I wouldn't mind. Let's say, for instance, if I had a family, like married with kids, I probably would move out the country. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and not only that, but Hakeem actually show you the power of the dollar, how powerful the dollar really is. Because if you're able to go to Thailand and able to live off that $700 a month, that's nothing, bro. Hakeem, to you, that's nothing. To me, that's nothing.
Nothing, yeah. You know what I mean? Especially if we're $1 million up, we living in penthouses. Like in Thailand, you know what I mean? We will just be, you know what I mean, like relaxing. But I do think it is a good idea. People need to weigh their options out.
Yep. And now that Hakeem, why I did respond, he said shocking news to him. He's just hearing about it through us.
Yeah.
About Michael McConnell. So that was like that's a shocker. But that's always is ongoing development. We'll keep you guys posted. Hopefully tomorrow, Jordan will keep us posted on that one. I love America, sister. Thailand says it ain't for me. Me either. I don't like Thailand.
This is what I was
but
saying.
some guys it tends to be white men are like that. But go ahead.
Daisy. No, I was gonna say shout outs to Know Your Worth.
Yeah, that's also in the building. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for being here. We really do greatly appreciate you for tuning in. And also shout out to Ron Drizzle, that's also watching us right now on Instagram. Moving on to financial news. Hakeem right here in Tennessee, lawmakers is proposing a new bill to teach K to 12 grade students the key to success to get in an education, a job, and a marriage before having children. Hakeem, this bill, I support it too. This bill is pretty much is going to allow teachers to teach the younger generation on how the important it is to have financial education before heading to college and also marriage. Because a lot of people don't understand the concept of it. Go right ahead, Hakeem. Your thoughts on it?
I fully support this. And I think that this is why it's important to vote locally and to lobby locally. It does not take money to do this. This is a beautiful situation. We don't know who is the architect behind this law. But, it's the same thing where, Governor DeSantis wanted to implement financial literacy in our school systems. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of things that we can do from a local level. This is just a prime example of it.
Yeah, it is. And it makes a lot of sense. And this is the one, it's exactly what you stated. Ron DeSantis wanted to bring that over here to Florida because Florida are having issue when it comes to aspect of financial literacy, and also when it comes to aspect of jobs and also marriage. But teaching this in an early age is very, very good. So we might see a difference when it comes to aspect of our children. So shout out to Tennessee for that one. Y'all doing big and better things. I'm trying to give me 1 second. And that's what we're headed to, folks. We're heading to a whole different generation. But shout out to Tennessee. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Also, Hakeem, when it comes to the financial news, show this headline too. LeBron James make history as the first male athlete with an official Ken doll. Now, this is coming from Barbie because LeBron James is one of the hottest NBA stars right now. Pretty much beat all the records. He's pretty much a living legend right now as we speak, the living GOAT. Now he's going to have his own Ken doll. Hakeem, make sure you're muted, but go ahead, Hakeem, show the official Ken doll. Keep going to the slide there. You can see people how it's going to look. So people that is LeBron James fan, this thing is going to sell out by the books. Go ahead, Hakeem. You can go to the slide. When you slide it, you'll see the Ken doll. It's actually really cool. And there's LeBron James assigning it. And there you go, Hakeem. Your thoughts on LeBron James having his own Ken doll?
It makes sense. And it's gonna be $75. You know what I mean? I think this just makes sense. You know what I mean? I think that he is one of the hottest players out here. He has the notoriety. Yeah.
So Hakeem, when you get one?
Hell no.
And now that it is in a limited time only, is in edition. It comes out April 23rd. So people that actually want to go ahead and get it, go ahead and get it, and just have it on the shelf as a souvenir later on in the future. So it could be worth a lot of money in the future because remember, he is the living GOAT right now. Well, Hakeem, you sure you're not gonna get one? It's a good investment though. Mind you, it's only $75. Think about it. It's only $75. And then 10 years later. Think about it. 10 years later, it might be worth $100,000.
No, man.
And remember, it's in a limited edition. So that means you're not supposed to open it. You got to leave it just the way it is.
Listen, I'd rather get one for Marcus Garvey. Oh, shout out to Chocolate Earth Foundation.
Yeah, shout out to Chocolate Earth, man. That's in the building, man.
You say everything is $800K.
Oh, well, of course. Everything is money, man.
Everything
like, share, subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody right now watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. Hakeem, hip-hop. Hip-hop, 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 hip-hop. Hakeem, this is also headline news. We found out yesterday that Boosie was involved in a car crash heading to Georgia. However, his team, his publicist team is letting people know that he is okay, but the video that was surfaced showing the car crash. Go ahead, Hakeem, play that clip.
Hold on. How you mute this?
Click it, double click. You don't see the sound?
No.
It's fine. It's fine. Well, people can see it, even though it's not me, but you can. But there you go. There you go. But Boosie is fine. But unfortunately, I think one of his friends got hurt, and that's when Boosie come out of the car, and Boosie go and consult with his friend, and the police was there because they're trying to find out, okay, what was the cause of the problem of the scene of the crime. But luckily, Boosie is safe. So, Hakeem, your thoughts of Boosie and the car crash?
So I dig a little bit deep. Boosie had blamed his homeboys for this, and I'm like,
and why did he blame his homeboy? What was the reason?
I don't know. I'm not even sure. I don't know if he was. I don't know if Boosie was driving, but you can't blame your homeboys. An accident is an accident. You feel me?
No, but I think his homeboy ran the red light. I think that was the issue.
Hey, funny enough, they're in a Lambo truck, so anybody in a fast car that feel like zoom.
No, but not only that, but the car it took the front out. It took the front out of the Lambo truck. Don't get it wrong, it did. It took the front out of the Lambo truck. But yeah, but Boosie homeboy was on the floor. I think that's why he was upset. Okay, like, because remember his life could have ended over you trying to run the red light. Cause you know how sometimes you know how we be driving and we see the light about to turn red, we go hurry up and quickly take it. But you can't do that in other states because there's people that's worse driver than you. But luckily and prayerfully, Boosie is safe and his homeboy didn't suffer too much critical injury. Moving along, also when it comes to hip hop news, Kai Cenat got excited because he got a DM from yours truly, Rihanna. Go ahead, I can't play that clip from Continent being excited about Rihanna DMing him?
Oh,
Yeah. That's fine. No, you can play. That's fine. Cause he's gonna talk.
Kai, I love this. This is when I give the key, the money. This is when I pay for the kids' meal.
Yeah, she
Rihanna
pretty
just
much.
said, I know you do this all the time, but the kids, they genuinely love you. Great job all around, man. This is crazy, bro. This is insane. Thank you, man.
There you go, Hakeem. You can mute it there. No, so Hakeem, so your thoughts on pretty much Rihanna DMing Continent? Pretty much, she see the type of work he's doing, especially in Ghana and other places. Go right ahead. Your commentary.
we love Castanet. I especially love the young brother. Not because
Me too.
he's half Haitian. Not because he's half Haitian. But the guy goes out there and puts his work. He actually spends his money. He actually donates. He actually makes people rich. So other people who see him doing that see that it's a genuine thing. And we got nothing but respect for you, brother.
Yeah, me too. I think he's doing a tremendous job. My thing, I'm just curious, is Rihanna's gonna go on his live stream? If Rihanna go on his live stream, it's definitely gonna get shut down.
Yeah.
You name it, it's gonna get shut down. Everybody's gonna tune in because everybody's been waiting to hear Rihanna when it comes to the aspect of you already know what her boo, ASAP Rocky and other things that what she got going on, what she got cooking up. Shout out to everybody right now watching us all across the board. Shout out to Mr. Muhammad, blessed be upon you, and also shout out to Mr. Dialogue that's also in the building. I came last topic when it comes to hip hop news. Sexy Red right now is pretty much trending because the simple fact is, of course, go ahead, Hakeem, show the headline, but don't play the music. It's pretty much her have a new song that's out. Or you already know Hoochie Coochie is out right now. And however, in the music video, she showed different text from different artists that was in her DM and she actually, quote unquote, allegedly slept with. So it's on the first slide. As soon as you turn the first slide, you see all the text messages, like right there. There you go.
Yeah.
So she didn't disclose like who was the artist that was in her DM or who was the artist she allegedly slept with. So Hakeem, your thoughts on pretty much Sexy Red putting out all this information on this music video?
I personally don't like this type of stuff because, first off, I'm gonna say women have autonomy on their bodies. We're not here to control it. I want to first say that we support you, your body, your choice. But the thing about it is, perception is everything. Like, and men who are modest, this is not nothing to brag about. Just like it's nothing to brag about when men talk about they sleep with women. It's nobody's business. Plus, I don't want her to promote this type of thing that girls can feel like, okay, I slept with this and this dude. You know what I mean? You're sacred. So just be careful about stuff like that.
But it doesn't matter. They're doing it. They're doing it because everybody want to have that viral, quote unquote, moment. So I find it to be very, very. Yeah, I'm with you. I don't know your word. I think it's too much. But remember, this is the ratchet culture. This is the new generation when it comes to hip hop and music. So they say, okay, if I slept with this person, I'm just go ahead and put it in my music video. But I think it's too ratchet. It's too much. But luckily for her, it fits her style.
But here's the funny thing is, we're talking about this wrong, but a lot of people don't talk. If she's sleeping with multiple guys, and that those guys are sleeping with multiple women, nobody's talking about STDs, and nobody's talking about these the type of thing. This is why I say it's just better to be with one person and call it a day.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody right now watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. Hakeem, moving on to global news. This comes from Dominican Republic. Unfortunately, over 18 lives was lost and over 120 injured. Go ahead, show the headline. Injured over a nightclub roof collapse over there in Dominican Republic. So yesterday they were pretty much having a good time. You know how they get down in Dominican Republic, but the roof collapsed.
Yeah.
Bump, killing 18 and injuring over 120 people. What is going on with the world? Your thoughts on that tragic situation that occurred over there in DR? Go ahead.
So, funny enough, Ron, you know I travel. You know I went to DR not too long ago. I've
Correct.
been to DR many times. And me and my cousin always talk about this. The same way we have zoning laws and codes here, that's out of existence overseas. There's no zoning, there's no inspectors, people are building up bricks and stuff like that. There's no architects, everybody's moving along their way. And some people will cut corners. This is why, and the healthcare is so bad. I watched news clips about this where they're asking for doctors to fly into DR to help with the injured. So that's to let you know, just because you go vacation there, economically is not doing well.
No, but even though it's in the capital, it's Santo Domingo, and that's the capital, right?
Still the capital. They're asking for doctors to fly in to help. What does that tell you?
Interesting. And not only that, but they also spoke with the emergency manager director Juan to see, okay, what was the cause of this happening, because this normally doesn't happen, especially when it comes to the aspect of DR. Now, I know when it happens when it comes to like hurricanes and earthquakes, but like just a roof to actually collapse like that. And now that I think they had one of their headline singers over there.
Yeah.
So it was like, wow.
Look, Narrative Dialogue said the same for Mexico. There's no zoning or medical regulations. And this is thing. Listen, when Haiti had its earthquake, a lot of people fail to understand. Lots of people perish under rubble.
Yeah.
Not just walking on the street. You could survive that is when the buildings had collapsed. So this is why, if they could take a note from, and Narrative and Dialogues can answer this question, from San Francisco, who have dealt with earthquakes, dealt with natural disasters, on how there's codes and zoning there. You got to build it to specifications to handle these type of things.
Facts. But we'll keep you guys in development when it comes to the aspect of what happened in DR and the amount of deaths, and not only that, who will be held accountable for this.
58 people.
Oh, so the number went up from 18 to 58.
Yeah, 58.
Yeah, because remember, it was an event. They had a headline. I forgot the singer's name, and the roof just collapsed. But luckily, the singer, he was okay. I think he ran really quickly, but it was just the people in the ground level.
They pulled him out of the rubble.
Wow, they pulled him out of the rubble.
They pulled him out, but he survived, luckily. But like you said, I guess he ran to a point. It was seconds where they found him at, and he was able to get out. He didn't.
But the people, in the front row, they're gone. They're gone.
Everybody.
Gone.
Imagine 2 tons of concrete falling down on people, squashing people like a sandwich.
Man, oh man, this world, man, global news, man. I'm telling you, this world right now. I would say people are focusing on the wrong things. This world is really it's really shifting, man. It is crazy, man. Now that, but shout out to Slim, that's also in the building. Like he said, hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to Nixon right now watching us on Instagram. Shout out to Nixon watching us on Instagram, and also shout out to you already know King Rooster also watching us on Instagram. Hakeem, this is the news of the hour. This is the pretty much today's head topic. We're going right back to President Trump. He's not playing with China. Now he imposed 104% of tariffs on Chinese that will be affected tonight, midnight.
Let's go.
According to the White House. Go ahead and play that clip. They want a trade war. They got it.
A deal with the United States. It was a mistake for China to retaliate. The president, when America is punched, he punches back harder. That's why there will be 104% tariffs going into effect on China tonight at midnight. But the president believes that she and China want to make a deal. They just don't know how to get that started. And the president also wanted me to tell all of you that if China reaches out to make a deal, he'll be incredibly gracious, but he's going to do what's best for the American people.
So China has to call first?
The Chinese want to make a deal. They just don't know how to do it. But the president will be implementing these 104% tariffs on China tonight. Just spoke to the president about this, and he believes that.
There you have it, Hakeem. The war has begun. Global trade war, and Chinese is not backing down. The United States is not backing down either. This is a whole different generation. Now, keep it in mind, tariffs happen to every presidency. You can do research. It happened to every presidency. But Trump is getting tired of how the Chinese regime don't want to bow down. And he's not going to either. He got a big ego. So, Hakeem, your thoughts on the 104% tariffs? Incredible.
I love it and I support it. I'm going to be quick about this.
Go ahead.
Our greatest asset, there's no other economy but the American economy. We're the biggest consumers. We buy everything. Benzes, BMWs, Audis, Toyotas, Hondas, you name it, they're all foreign. So there's no other economy that buys more stuff than we do. That's one thing. Two, China never played fair. They do not, they buy some of our stuff, but not a lot. So there's a deficit there. Not only that, they have tariffs on things that we ship over there. Here's a funny fact. When we started to go over there, they said, hey, hold on a minute. If you want to build in China, you have to partner with us. We need to know your technology and this. That's where they learned to build cars from us. So now they're competing with us, and then they don't share their wealth. The Chinese economy is self-enclosing. They feed its own self. They buy their own thing. So now it's just that, hey, if you want to play ball, we got to make it equal fair.
Yep. And the same thing goes for TikTok as well. Shout out to Dialogue for that. TikTok say they're not backing down either. They don't want to do no negotiation with the United States when it comes to aspect of selling it because of what's going on with the tariffs. Now, would this affect the American people? Yes, because the reason why is because we get most of our product from China.
Yep.
Now, would it be a good thing in the near future? Yes, because now we're going to have companies that's going to come back to the U.S. say they don't want to pay that fee. They're going to come back to the U.S. and they're going to create jobs for the American people. So it's a win-win. It's a win-lose in both areas. Chinese going to lose it because the United States is one of the biggest consumers in the world. Yep. So if we're not able to get nothing from them, Chinese not going to be able to sell because even their own country don't even buy from them. I'm just being honest.
Fashion Nova, Shein, they already in the headline saying they feel threatened. These are Chinese companies.
Yep.
Everybody who drop ships enough. And listen, if they, and here's the thing about tariffs. If they slap the tariffs and it become too expensive, American people just stop buying and look somewhere else. If that happens, their economy crumbles because they need our money to survive.
That's also a fact when it comes to the aspect of the Chinese currency as well, because Chinese depends on the United States. Because remember, our dollar is so valuable and so precious that it literally makes the world go round. Don't get me wrong, the European dollars are strong too. European dollar, I think, is #1 in the world. But however, the United States dollar, that's the one people are really used to. Go ahead, Ike.
No, you see what the Europeans did? We played the video the other day. They buckled. They ready to make a deal.
Yo, you see? I'm trying to tell you, because they know, business-wise, they know America. We the headliners, Hakeem. What more do you need to say? We are the S factor. You know what I mean? So them not bugging it down and submitting to that is, to me, is crazy. But shout out to the 136 people watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. But Trump is not playing around. So I'm just nervous on what the Chinese regime is now going to say when it comes to the aspect of these tariffs being at 104%, where he be like, okay, let's go ahead, Trump. Let's just make a deal. Let's just stay at where he had him at before, 24%?
Yeah, it was at 24%.
He was like, okay, I'm back down with 24%. Yeah, enough is enough. You win. I don't want him to say it. So he said, you win. I'm going to clip it. And I'm like, Jordan, we got to talk about it. He said, we win.
Sam Moon may go out of business.
Yeah, Samu, Fashion Nova,
Nova,
you name it.
all that.
A lot of company, the iPhone, what we get from China, all of that, because nobody
Hey,
gonna spend like 3,000 on an iPhone. That ain't happening.
and this is my last point on this, and I want who's ever watching this all over the world and who's ever listening in audio. The Chinese community, Canada, Europe. Here's the thing about this. If you make Americans rich, we make everybody else rich. That's just how we are. We're gonna buy y'all stuff. So learn from that.
Yeah, I would say that thing is crazy, man. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. So, Hakeem, this one right here is a sad story. You had a woman, an auntie, literally drove around her car with her niece and nephew corpse in the car. I didn't believe it was a true story, but it is. Hakeem, play that clip.
Disturbing on so many levels. The defendant bragged to police that the case would give her notoriety, but then she also denied knowing the kids were in their trunk, claiming she thought the odor was a rat on her engine. A traffic stop for speeding and the odor of decomposition led police to the bodies of two young children in the trunk of a car driven by their aunt, 33-year-old Nicole Johnson. She told police the body of her 7-year-old niece had been in the trunk since May 2020. And she placed her 5-year-old brother next to her 2 months ago. Former neighbors are grief-stricken and appalled. According to charging documents, during the initial traffic stop, police learned Johnson had no license, no insurance, and fake tags. They advised her to report to district court within 5 days. She stated, "It don't matter. I won't be here in 5 days, and y'all gonna see me on the news. Y'all gonna see the news making my big debut." Court papers indicate police advised her the car would be towed and to take her belongings. Johnson retrieved a black and yellow plastic tote and a clear trash bag from her trunk and placed them on the sidewalk. Police say she tried to use a blanket to conceal the bodies, then attempted to flee but was quickly caught. One of Johnson's former neighbors recalls seeing the children. Johnson told police she had custody of the children since 2019 because her sister couldn't take care of them. They were 5 and 7 when they died. Johnson told detectives she struck the 7-year-old several times for misbehaving, causing her to hit her head on the floor and die. She told police 2 months ago she saw blood on the leg of a 5-year-old boy as he slept. She said he never woke up. The autopsy showed the girl weighed 18 pounds and the boy 21 pounds. This case is
really disturbing. But Hakeem, your thoughts when it comes to aspect of mental health, and not only that, but this woman, Nicole Johnson, pretty much going around town, literally with her niece and nephew corpse in the car. It's crazy story.
It's disturbing to a point where, you know, like you got nieces and nephews. I got them. I just had them here yesterday.
Right.
And you know what I mean? I'm with them all the time. We eat, we watch the lady on the television. So when I think about this, it hurts me. I'm always advising people, if you can't raise kids, just give them up for adoption. It's a lot of people out here, and I know a lot of people don't like adoption, but to see kids hurt, innocent children, defenseless, it's hurt. And mental health is a big thing. And
it is.
Sometimes if you know you're not fit to raise kids or you don't have the mentality, then don't have them.
Hey, Dollar, I was just shocked when I heard about this story. That was a shock to me for sending us this story. I thought it was unreal. I thought it was a joke, but it was real. Literally, she was driving around with literally her niece and nephew corpse in the car. And that's why I say always check up on your sisters, your mother's mental health. Make sure that everything's all right. Even though they say they're fine, or you truly are fine. Let's talk about it. Go sit in somebody's couch because we gotta understand some women are, they're emotional creatures. So, they are made to express themselves. So when they're not able to express themselves, they're gonna lash out in other ways.
Look what Narrative and Dialogue said. This is a key thing. He says, imagine people you don't know or with the mindset holding secrets around and smiling with you every day.
It is. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. This over here comes from California, San Jose. A man robbed a robot at a restaurant. You know them news service robots? He literally robbed it at a restaurant in broad daylight because the robot is worth over $20K. Go ahead, I can't play that clip.
Hey, Narrative and Dialogue. That's
this
in the
is for
Bay
your
Area.
side of town.
That's in the Bay. Yeah.
And not only that, but the man has been arrested and the robot was returned. Hey, Akeem, these robots is worth a lot of money. I didn't even know it was worth that much. But the man was arrested. The police was able to locate his tag, and he was arrested. So, Akeem, your thoughts of the man robbing robots?
It's getting. Listen.
Exactly, the robot gonna send out the location.
Hey, I thought I would see something like that in California, because I'd expect something like that in Florida. You feel me? But it's getting desperate out here. There's no money circulating. So it's like, so people would do the most wildest thing to get something.
Oh man! And now that, but other news. This is one right here. It's coming from Akeem. This was one I couldn't believe it. Literally, scientists are bringing things back into existence. The dire wolf is back from existence after 13 years. I couldn't play that clip. The dire wolf has returned. Hey, Dialogue, know your worth. Y'all talking about something crazy? Check this out.
This is for a lot of people who's into like mythical characters, because we hear a lot about this in like movies and stuff like that. The dire wolf. So, but this is genetics. You feel me?
It is.
Breakthrough. 13,000 years after the last dire wolf walked the earth, scientists say they've now brought them back. Here's our chief national correspondent back up and with the video tonight.
Tonight, a howl 13,000 years in the making. In a first for science, biotech company Colossal Biosciences says it brought the extinct dire wolf back to life, a species that hasn't walked the earth since the Stone Age.
The dire wolf is the first de-extinct species.
Well known from HBO's hit show Game of Thrones, ABC News given exclusive access into Colossal's lab in Dallas, where scientists are using genes from gray wolves to create dire wolves.
We've taken a gray wolf genome, a gray wolf cell, which is already genetically 99.5% identical to dire wolves, and we've edited those cells at multiple places in its DNA sequence to contain the dire wolf version of the DNA. That animal looks like a dire wolf, it will behave like a dire wolf, and it is a dire wolf.
Now, 7 months old, dire wolves Romulus and Remus eating well and getting bigger every day.
And David, the company tells us they're not stopping there. They plan to have woolly mammoths roaming the earth again by 2028. But critics argue that this de-extinction could harm fragile ecosystems. David,
exactly.
The images are really...
Go ahead, Akeem, your thoughts. It could. You could stir stuff you should not be playing with. Go ahead, Akeem.
I like it and I don't like it because the thing he said these are rich. These people are rich for this, yeah. But some things we just not need to tamper with. And they playing God games right now, and we don't know what type of effects, if these animals, the dire wolves, can be tamed or they're wild, and you know what I mean? Because I've seen Game of Thrones, they eating up stuff.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. But these scientists don't know when to get it. Now, a lot of people in the comment was upset. Okay, You are able to create dire wolves, but why you not have a cure for cancer? Why you don't have a cure for AIDS? Why you don't got a
Facts.
cure for diabetes? You are focusing on the wrong thing. Why try to bring animals back into existence? They are gone for a reason. The universe have them gone for a reason because they're not supposed to be living in this decade. They're not.
No.
And like you said, you don't even know the type of effects they may have on the ecosystem,
Yep.
on people. But these scientists, they don't got nothing better else to do. But they need to focus on stuff that needs to be done. Like, okay, what can we do when it comes to the aspect of climate change? And okay, people have skin disease. How can we get a cure for that? You know, all these things that the money that they have, that they get rich, it's supposed to be using. And keeping in mind too, Hakeem, a lot of these billionaires are putting money into these factories, into these laboratories. Keep that in mind too. Just keep that in mind. Like, share, subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss a move and go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. Hakeem, moving on to other news. Jeff Bezos visited a high school in D.C. and the teacher didn't even know who he was. Go ahead, Hakeem, play that clip. That one was funny, actually, because she didn't even know that was Jeff Bezos, the billionaire.
Hey, I think that's a flex, though. You feel me?
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I want to be rich like that with somebody don't know who I am.
Go ahead.
Welcome. I'm Miss Hutchins. Jeff Bezos, oh my God! Oh my goodness! Say hi. Thank you so much. Oh wow!
Nice to meet you. Hey guys, how you doing? Good. Are you? Is this a computer science class?
Yeah.
All right, good. I'm in the right place. I thought I would be. This is the. We now have 2,000 high schools where Amazon future engineers are funding computer science.
Welcome.
There you have it, Hakeem. He went to the school. He was talking about how Amazon doing new things when it comes to aspect of education, how they trying to improve the world, other than. But the teacher didn't even know that was a billionaire, Jeff Bezos, right in front of her face, the second richest man in the world. But go ahead, Hakeem, your thoughts.
Yeah, let's be honest with you. The average black person don't know who Jeff Bezos is. Most of us don't know. We know what Amazon is, but we don't know the face of it. A lot of people don't, you know what I mean, are not into that type of stuff. But we got to give Bezos credit that he's going around at his height, at his influence, that he's still, and especially going to a school in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Baltimore. I want people to hear that. Baltimore. Be more careful. That's the nickname of it. So got to give Bezos credit.
Yeah, Bezos is on a whole another world, but I ain't gonna lie, Hakeem, like just to see him like in front of your face and you did not know who he was.
You don't know who
it's crazy. It's crazy. And but now that moving on to also moving on to other news, Mr. Beast, Hakeem, opens. This is a headline. Go ahead and show the headline. Mr. Beast opened a surgical factory in Ghana to help treat rescues children slaves. So over there in Ghana, Mr. Beast is opening up a surgery hospital. Mr. Beast is keep on giving. That's how you're supposed to be. When you got that type of money, that's how you're supposed to be. Keep on giving. And look, he even giving to the city of Ghana. Go ahead, Hakeem, your thoughts.
I don't know. I think the white boy, I think he's from North Carolina, but the man has a heart of gold. I don't know what to say about him. I've seen him donate more in Africa than I've ever seen anybody done. And I'm talking about really donate. I've seen him give cars away. And you know what I mean? Sometimes it's not based on the skin tone. It's based on your heart. And he has so much money, he's giving it up. Shout outs to him, man.
Yeah, he is. And he's going to keep on giving. He's going to keep on giving. And he's going to keep on giving. That just show you that. I remember I was telling you, a lot of these billionaires, they give back. They're giving back to these laboratories. They're giving back to these facilities. They want to see improvement in the world. So they say, okay, I have all these resources. Why not give back? Let me give back to Ghana. Right now, they need surgical facility. Let me give back into Africa, Haiti, all these other places that are impoverished to bring them back up to par. Go ahead, Hakeem.
I want to read a comment on here that kind of upsetted me on the Instagram. This guy here says, I'm always weary of celebrity philanthropy, but he's been in Ghana for a while now and really seems to be learning some key issue. He's always, you know what I mean? Okay, because sometimes you got a lot of people, because a lot of people in these comments were saying organ trafficking, and I'm telling people, not every, like, we can't always think of conspiracy theories. You feel me? If we do not have any proof of it. People generally want to help. It's your job if you make too much money to give it away. Like if we was billionaires right now, I want to give everything away before I leave. I'm not going to need it.
Yep, that's a fact too. And I heard that about Hakeem too. I want to go right back to China again because you mentioned China is going to suffer. Go ahead and show this headline. The China stock market right now suffers the worst single day crash since 2008.
Let's go.
Go ahead and show that headline right now. So if people say the tariff is not working and China is still going to win, look, their stock market is hurting. They need the U.S. to survive.
Hey, we skipped over a comment that Kawafi has said.
Go ahead. Go back to Kawafi. Let's go right back.
Kawafi says the Chinese are racist in San Francisco and they're selfish. And I'm telling you people, you think Trump is doing a bad job? He's leveling the playing field.
Yeah.
If you ain't American first or patriotic, get out of here.
Yep, because people fail to realize that half of the billionaires lives in America. They don't live in China. They don't live in Canada, but they are suffering. So if they're suffering, that's showing you that they're gonna bow down to Trump's demand. They have suffered a single worst since 2008. Hakeem, since 2008.
Hey,
so you guys got to know something. Let's talk about it. I'm trying to say you guys got to know something. And this is actually headlines news. Y'all can go and check it out for yourself. I told Hakeem to go ahead and pick it up.
Hey, listen, people got to understand. China's in Africa. China was in the Panama Canal. They give predatory loans that some of these countries can't even pay back. They flood the markets of these countries they are in is recolonization with cheap Chinese products. So local business people are not even able to survive. And you mad at Trump for trying to fight back. Get out of here, sucker.
Facts upon fact. I just want to show that. I just want to make sure we let the folks know about that, man. Not going back now, Hakeem. Heading right back to the U.S. because you know I had to let the people know that they say Chinese not gonna suffer. No, they are suffering right now as we speak. So he is gonna bow down to the United States demand. Go ahead, Hakeem. Show that comment from Kawafi right now.
He says, Hakeem, CNN tried to scold me and knock me on my door for doing the Asian hate coming for a Black perspective documentary with questions because they said I was hating on them and that was not true. It's a fact. No, Kawafi, you're 100% fact. Listen, we know that it's a known secret that they don't respect us, but they can't go no other place but to get money here and disrespect us here. How many Korean nail shops, hair salons that we've seen all over the United States beat up the women, lock the doors, put fisticuffs? I've seen one clip where they locked the door. They locked the door, and it was a Black woman. I think she was of the LGBTQ. They was putting hands on her. Fisticuffs. They were hands on her. Because she raised her voice in there. Yes, they are racist.
And now you have when they also come to other headline news, this is coming from Texas as well. Dallas, Texas airport, I can show the headline. A naked woman goes on stabbing and biting rampage at a Dallas airport. Now, of course, we don't have the clip. You guys go see the clip for yourself. The woman is totally naked. She's going around. She's going nuts. And she's losing her mind. And people are trying to figure out, okay, what is going on now. Luckily for her, she was charged and arrested for aggravated assault, and also, you know, arrested also with a deadly weapon because she was going around stabbing people. So Hakeem, your thoughts? See, people mental health, Hakeem, is unbalanced right now. Stabbing two people, and she stabbed two people, Hakeem, with a pencil.
Mental health. And I think I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna say something. We need to check on your peoples, see if somebody seem like and start to be a little bit more apathetic and start to see what we're going through. It's easy just to leave people alone, but I think we're the only country. I think a lot of westernized countries are not heavily invested in mental health.
I totally agree with you, Hakeem. I totally agree with you 100%. I think people mental health is not up to par. It just people, and I would say these people need. Some people need to send in someone's couch. It seems like after the pandemic, people are really losing sight of themselves, and it's crazy because it's everywhere. It's not only just in Texas. It's not only in California and Florida. It's like it's all over the world.
Yeah.
And people are focusing on the wrong thing. Last topic on today's show, Hakeem. Trouble right now. A dance coach caught on camera hugging everyone but a 9-year-old bilingual girl. And this caused a lot of controversy online. And people are still trying to wonder why. Hakeem, go ahead, Hakeem. Play that clip. She hugged everybody but me. Go right ahead.
Video has many commenters calling on that dance studio owner to apologize, but that little girl's parents tell me that they have yet to receive an apology.
It was a kick to the gut.
That's how Melissa Breglia felt watching this interaction from the audience.
That was rude.
Of her daughter Shania accepting an award at a dance competition last week.
She hugged everybody else. She said, "Mommy, I did all my moves. I smiled the whole time, and I didn't get a hug, but they did."
According to its website, the woman is a dance coach at Expressions Dance Studio in Plainville.
I went up to Nadia and said, "How dare you? How dare you make my child feel less than?" And she instantly stiffened up and was like, "I didn't do anything. Why are you yelling at me?" I said, "You had her standing on stage alone, and she leaned in to hug you, and you sidestepped her." And she said, "I didn't do that. I didn't do anything to her."
Breglia thought she was overreacting until another audience member sent her this video. Breglia posted it on her TikTok, and it instantly went viral. We visited Dance Expressions Wednesday, but no one answered the door. Their phone voicemail box is full, and they've taken down their social media pages. Breglia says both of her daughters who dance for the studio are now kicked out of the program.
But at no point in time was there a conversation about your actions, an apology towards my daughter.
As they look for a new dance studio, they're grateful for the outpouring of support from people all over the world.
This has reached globally. I have had people from Australia, Germany, UK, Ghana reach out to me and just say, "Please hug that little girl and tell her that you have support, you have people that want to give you a hug."
Now, again, we did try to reach the owner of that.
Yep, they did try to reach the owner, but the owner did not respond. Hakeem, your thoughts on the damn coach and her response saying that she didn't want to hug her?
The way we could support that little girl by not signing up for that dance studio.
Yep.
Hate would not be accepted in 2025. Bigotry would not be accepted in 2025. Racism would not be accepted in 2025. Anything that does not have to do with the word family, working together, and we are all Americans, no matter what race, creed, religion that you go for. If people like that who are in our communities are still around, they need to be excommunicated. They need not to work around us. They need not to make money with us. We do not need to support them. Don't touch them. Don't physically put your hands on them. I do not support violence, but we should show them through our support. We need to build a dance studio for that little girl down there, wherever she at. I didn't care if she was from Omaha, Nebraska, or if she was a lily white girl. We don't support nobody treating kids this way. That lady who did that should be ashamed of herself. And
Yeah,
she
only 9
probably
years
is a
old.
mama.
You know what I'm saying? It's only 9 years old. But you know, some people are like, oh, the coach is being hard. The coach is supposed to do that. But you
No,
hurt everybody but them. That don't make
but
any
then,
sense.
and listen, we try not to make it a race issue, but when you looked at the video, and listen, I don't think you understand. Everybody who was around the kids who was sitting down was looking like,
Yeah, bilingual. Yeah,
they was like, damn,
because they
everybody, damn,
biracial.
man.
This world has to change. And the only way they change is by this upcoming generation. But if we continue to prove that, show that hate, the curve's going to keep on going. It will never change. The world will never get better. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Like always, shout out to the 150 people watching us all across the board. Totally. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. Shout out to Mr. Dialogue. Guys, make sure you guys go and subscribe to the channel. He did a great commentary when it came to aspect of P. Diddy and the Bad Boys record, and also the trial that's about to get ready to cook up in the summer. You guys need to go check it out. I want that thing to go viral. It already got over 100K views, so we want that thing to go viral. Mr. Dialogue. So go ahead, share that link. Let people go and check it out. We got right now over 150 people watching us all across the board, so they can go and check it out. We need that big video to go viral. Now that moving along, also shout out to those watching us on Instagram too. On Ron Zizzle, Mr. Nixon, on King Rooster, those also watching us on Instagram. Shout out to Know Your Worth right now was watching us too right now on YouTube. Thank you so much, Know Your Worth, for coming through. Really do greatly appreciate you. Shout out to Mr. White High also in the building. Thank you so much, White High, for tuning in and also giving us your breakdown and your commentary. Shout out to also to Mr. Muhammad, blessed be upon you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board. Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Guys, make sure you follow. So very important for you guys to follow, so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those watching us on Rumble and also X. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this Vertical Live Tuesday. Guys, make sure you go to KL Culture Radio description. In the description where you can find a KL Culture Radio t-shirt, the hat, the sweater, you name it, is in the KL Culture Radio store. Make sure you go to KL Culture Radio Community Tab, and the Community Tab where you can find Prince Hakeem book, Black Love, and his new book is about to get ready to drop. Hakeem, when?
This week. Listen, this week. Trust me, you'll see it on the Community Tab. But
okay, guys, when you see it in the Community Tab, now when you know it dropped. Go ahead, Hakeem, what you was gonna say.
No, yeah. So my cousin is a graphic designer, and we're trying to help a promoter get clients. We have a 1-minute video I wanted to play. This is
of course
ad video for her, and you know what I mean.
Need a standout design? AIL Studios has you covered. Are you a small business owner in need of a logo? A writer looking for the perfect book cover? Planning a family reunion and need a custom t-shirt design? Or maybe you're a rapper or singer who wants artwork that truly elevates your music. If you can't find the design you're looking for, let me create something unique just for you. At AIL Studios, I bring your vision to life with custom graphic design services tailored to your needs. From sketch to final masterpiece, I'll guide you through every step of the process. Let's create something amazing together. My services include logo design, flyer design, invitations, poster design, business card design, music cover art, social media banners and profile pic, t-shirt design, tattoo design, stickers, book covers, postcards, newsletters, illustration design, children's books, character design, custom paintings of family portraits and pets, and creative consulting. For pricing and info, contact me at ailstudios202@gmail.com and let's get started.
There you have it, folks. Go ahead. If you need that custom design, go ahead and reach out to her, and I can even let us know. We had over 150 people watching us, so trust me, it's gonna ring somebody's ears. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio, guys. Not only that, but also in the community tab where you can find the album from Broadway Fab.
Right.
Go ahead,
Yep.
click the QR code. It's gonna lead you guys right over to the music, and y'all go ahead and listen to it. So guys that watching us on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and Twitch, make sure y'all come to Chaos Culture Radio over here on the YouTube side, and make sure y'all come over here and subscribe and go to the community tab so y'all go and check it out. And Hakeem, make sure you put that information in the community tab as well so people can go and check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Like always, guys, thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio.